This is not the only way to find coffee. This is not the only way to like coffee, but this is how I find coffee that I am going to enjoy. First thing, the coffee shop, you can tell immediately from looking at it if it's going to be good or not. Are the shelves beautiful open shelving, nice exposed wood, like the espresso machine is handsome looking, like all of those. You can immediately tell. Does it look warm and inviting or cold and cool? And if it's warm and inviting, their coffee will not be good. You want it to look
you drink
cold.
coffee with your eyes first, right? That's what they always say.
You can tell from the logos. And I took the name off this one because I didn't want to be mean, but there's a coffee shop near Ezra called States Coffee. Looks incredible. And I have not been there. I can tell you they do a very good job because it's beautiful interior. Their logo is good. Usually, almost always a sans serif. You get something that uses papyrus in the font, it's going to taste like ass. It's the rules. And it's not that the font makes the coffee better. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you don't care about graphic design, you probably don't care about coffee roasting, in my experience.
Whoa.
The people who don't give a shit what their shop looks like, whose menu boards aren't very readable, that lack of attention to detail means they don't care about making the coffee good.
Yeah, this is giving me a great idea for a coffee shop right now.
Where you like do all the interior design and sell shit coffee?
No. Well, no. Although that's a great idea too. I was thinking the opposite. Shit graphic design. The coffee's amazing, and the place is just called like Eddie's or something like that. And it's just like looks like a fucking like an outhouse or something, and you go inside. Coffee's good.
Yeah, there's a rule behind this where it's like as soon as basically you have the criteria for like what is good or what isn't, like you can shift and game the system basically, right? So like at some point, Alex, as soon as it becomes codified of like what good coffee places look like, someone's going to catch on and be like, oh, we can hack what a good coffee place is without actually having good coffee.
It's possible. The idea that somebody would have, the amount of work to do that, of knowing what looking good is and knowing how to make it look good, why not just make good coffee? Like the person doing that to just make bad coffee, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. You can also usually tell by the price, which is not guaranteed, but like the place, the bad place that Ezra was looking at was selling coffee for $13 a pound. That's Folger prices. That is not going to taste very good. That's not what good coffee costs. The other thing is you want it to be unwelcoming. That's my tip. If you look at it, like it should be a short metal stools that like are not adult human size. There should not be Wi-Fi. Like if you sit comfy chairs, the coffee is going to suck. Like,
right.
If there's a lot of food options, if there's syrups available, that if they seem like they are flexible in how they make drinks, if there are multiple sizes of coffees, the coffee is not going to be as good.
Dang.
Look, and I know
I feel like it's any restaurant too when they're like we don't take any like alterations
100%,
on what we make.
Yeah.
It's
a great sign. Yeah, it's never somebody who's like doesn't care what they're making and is like, but we're not going to change it. Like no one who's like, we're just making garbage. Like McDonald's will let you have it your way. That might be Burger King, but the point is like, when you don't care about the quality, you can take any alterations you want. And the other one is you're looking at Yelps. You're trying to find a coffee shop on Yelp. This is the thing that has been the most reliable and most helpful for me. You can tell from the pictures, but if there's no pictures, if the reviews say that the staff was rude, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. But if they say the staff was rude, it's a good sign. If the staff was rude and the coffee was good, that is the best place in the world to go. Because Yelp reviewers are just very soft, sensitive people who don't like if you're brusque. And so they only go there to write bad things. There's nobody on Yelp going to say, I am a good person of quality and this is a good place. They're all people who just got out of divorce hearings. They're very sad people. If you say that despite someone being rude to your face, you enjoyed the coffee, that is the greatest compliment anyone on Yelp could ever give. Another thing that's very helpful is if they say the coffee was beautiful, because that usually means latte art. And a fun fact about latte art is that it doesn't just mean that the person can draw rows. The reason you do latte art is to show that the milk has been steamed properly and has the right amount of air and is the right temperature for it to actually taste good in the coffee. So you're showing that you have the right kind of microphone, because you can't make art in bad foam. Anyway, so beautiful latte, also good. If the review says, I love my regular barista Kevin, he's so nice, do not go there if you want good coffee. If Kevin is nice, the coffee sucks. This is the other thing is people on Yelp reviews are always like, I asked for a rose water latte and they didn't have rose syrup. Like that is, and then they're mad. They're always somebody who wanted to make a crazy, if a coffee shop won't serve milk, that is going to be good coffee. Like there's a bagel shop in New York that will not do cream cheese. That place rules. It's wrong. It's stupid, but it's so good. Like if they are assholes about that, it's probably because they care about the product. But yeah, generally also mean because the only time baristas at hipster coffee places, very nice people, good people. They're mean to you if you're like, what do you mean you can't do a chocolate vanilla? Right? It's the amount of syrup they don't have is what comes across as rude. Anyway, so those are my tips.
Alex,
if you want to get my coffee, Ezra, what was your experience trying to get my coffee?
So I want to say that as a whole, it seems like this is Alex's tips of how to get the best coffee and the worst experience. I want to say like kind of like combined together.